Okay, this is the second slab house that we have owned, and the tornadoes down in Nashville really got me thinking about what we do in a tornado. So I'm going to turn this closet, master closet, into a tornado shelter, and this is what it looks like before. And I expect the end results to look very, very similar. And so this video will show me doing this and what I've been thinking about, and show you the end results. And I'm continuing on my shelter project. I've got everything out of here, got all the trim off. My plan is to take all the drywall off and just start filling in all the between the joists or the studs with other studs and make it a solid wall. And it's just kind of a project, learn as I go. Day 3, I'm starting to put in the anchors on the floor to anchor down the bottom plate. So I've added a plate. Now I'm going to drill holes in the concrete and set these concrete bolts in there and bolt them in. Looking good so far. Okay, day 4, got the bolts down into the concrete, got the studs all secured to the bottom plate all the way around. I've actually got a good start on this corner here, so this is a good idea of what it's going to look like. It's kind of slow because I have to go around, that's the water line for the refrigerator, and of course a refrigerator outlet. Here's another outlet that needs to be worked around, and you can tell some gas pipe and water line over here. So this wall will be the toughest wall here. These walls here will be fairly easy. Another good start. It's going probably slower than I imagined. It's taking more work, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Hopefully never have to use it, but it's here if we do. Okay, this is day 6, maybe day 7, I don't know what day it is. I'm just about ready to wrap up the day here. I've got this wall here done over the door, all solid. I may be over the top, but this could save our life one of these days. So I'm putting rafters up. You can see I'm going to tie all those together. It's a bigger job than I thought, but I'm working at it a little bit of time and making a little bit of progress. All right. Okay, this is the end of day 7. I'm completely done. I think I'm going to leave those little gaps in there, but I'm pretty much done with the whole room as far as the studs are concerned. I bought 125 studs, and I've got one left. So there's my opening for my heat vent. I'm adding these 2 little can lights, LED can lights, just up there temporarily. Still a mess in here, but it looks pretty good. I feel pretty good about it. I'm going to tie these together, so these will be real solid in the center. Okay, this is the end of day 8. I've got all my walls done. Got the rafters in. They're all tied to the studs, glued and screwed, so they're tight. I started on the drywall today. It's 5/8 or 5/8 plywood. There's going to be my outlet there. If I was in a tornado, I think this is where I'd like to be. So it's really solid. So I'll build this all the way up to the top with the 5/8 plywood, all the way around, and then put drywall on top of that. And I have a nice cedar. I have a nice cedar ceiling going in. It's going to look real nice. Okay, here we are, probably at the day of end of day 9. I've skipped a couple days. Haven't worked on it much for a day or two, but I've got all the plywood up now. It's all glued and screwed to the all those 2x4s. I've started tying the roof in there, but I found out I can't really go any farther because I got to put the roll-up door right up in here. And they're calling for 17 inches up there clearance, and I'm afraid I don't have that much, so I might have to cut that out. So I'll have to wait for the door to get here. It's supposed to be here in about a week. Noticed I put a vapor barrier down below the plywood because I rested that and I wanted to go all the way to the concrete to screw into the bottom plate. So it looks pretty good. Again, there's my vent. And my can lights just up here temporarily. Really solid. Okay, here we are, day 10. Well, I don't know about day 10, but I'm calling it day 10. Drywall's done. First mudding. I don't claim to be a drywall mudder. Still drying. And that's where I'm at. We'll take care of sanding this down when it dries and put a skim coat on top of that and paint it. Again, this is not done yet because I pick up the door tomorrow, so that'll be a new movie. Well, I'm totally lost track of time. I don't know what day it is that I'm working on this thing. I've just been working little by little. I've got all the drywall done. I got the ceiling on. This will be cedar plank, tongue and groove when I'm done. So I'm getting ready to paint. It's almost looking back to where it was. I had to modify this area right up here because the door is going to be bigger than I thought. So I had to take out one of the joists. And the door will be fitting right up here. This is the area where the tracks will be, right along there. The door is a 36-inch door. It's the smallest one I could get, so but it's going to look nice. I'll show you all when I'm done. I'll wait to recess the lights completely when I get all the cedar in. So this is a mess. I hate drywalling, so I'm not very good at it. So I'm going to paint it and see what it looks like. Well, I started this on March 12th, and today I'm completely done. Give you a little tour of what I did. It's back ready to put back together with clothes and shoes, and this is a shoe rack. This will be completely full of shoes by the end of the day. This is the clothes rack and additional racks up at the top. It's a nice cedar ceiling. These shelves are for blue jeans and t-shirts, and it's just like it was before. And this is the new door. And it rolls down just like and you can lock it from the inside. And there's the drum that it rolls up on. Pretty easy to put in. I like it, operates real smooth. A little bit wider than the door itself, but that's okay. This is the smallest it came in. So, all in all, I got less than $1,000 in this. It took me almost a month, not quite. But as you can tell in previous videos, what is behind that drywall in this room is probably as safe as it can be on a slab floor. So this is it. I wanted to give one last video of the condition of the room, the safe room. This is from the outside, inside our bathroom, looking into the master closet. The night after I completed it, this storm came through. Tornado sirens sounded, and had several tornadoes in the area. We were in the shelter with the door closed, couldn't hear a thing, felt pretty safe. But this is the closet. As you can tell, it looks like a closet again. There's the shoes, suitcases, and racks full of shirts and pants. And there's not a whole lot of room in here, but if there's a tornado, we empty it out pretty good. And I have a couple little chairs in here. We've got the weather radio. It's a crank radio. It can charge cell phones, and runs off battery, has a flashlight. And that was going crazy that night that we had all those tornadoes. So I just wanted to show you the finished product, and it's now back to a closet. It almost looks identical to what I started with, and I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. So there you got it. That's the end product of my hard work and turning a master closet into a storm shelter. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks.